Welcome back, everybody, to the Los Angeles Angels draft-only franchise. We left off last episode with Edgar Mota having a breakout first month of the season, month and one extra week or whatever, hitting .323, 10 home runs, 24 RBI. The guy is simply on fire, but I want to show you something that I didn't catch until after I had stopped recording last time. Go over here to the league leaders, and we're going to go to home runs. And Edgar Mota is tied with Vlad Guerrero, Yordan Alvarez, and Joe Adell with 10 home runs in the American League. National League, Ellie De La Cruz has 14, Taylor Ward 12. But Edgar Mota is in a four-way tie for the American League lead in home runs. Was not expecting that. And he's not the only young player on the team doing great. Jesus Made hitting .319 with 3 home runs, 11 RBIs, and 18 steals. He had 18 stolen bases in the month of April. And you look at his recent games, he's hitting .444. And look at this top game right here. I'm going to go show you the box score right now because it was the first game that I simmed. And we won 10-6. We popped out 22 hits and 6 walks in the game. But Jesus Made was 6 for 6. And he had a double, a triple, a home run, and 3 singles. So he hit for the cycle and had a 6-hit game all in the same game. Edgar Mota had 2 hits that game. John Singleton had 4 hits. Pinellas had 3. Made with the only home run. Gonsolin with a rough start, but we absolutely pounded on Ryan Pepio and the rest of their bullpen. But yeah, Jesus Made, 6-hit game, and he hit for the cycle in the same game. Absolutely ridiculous. And I didn't want to go too far into the video and recording gameplay and all that stuff without showing you the first thing that happened as soon as I hit record. So anyway, our rookies are tearing it up. And before I go into actual gameplay, I want to show you this one more thing. Leandro Santana hitting .280 and Nelson Rada hitting .270. I'm so tempted to bring both these guys up, but Rada is probably going to be the one I call up first. Santana's only a 69 overall. He's got great contact, but I want to space out these young players. I don't want to take away shots that we would have at winning a Rookie of the Year award, which would give us an extra high draft pick, because I am too impatient. And we also talked about Tyler Bremner. He's 24. There's a very good chance he'll be up at some point, maybe even this episode. He's 5-2 with a 1.29 ERA. 33 hits, 11 walks, 44 strikeouts, 42 innings. So I'm not promising he'll be up this episode, but it's quite possible he'll be the one that gets called up first to join Freddie Lorenz in our rotation. We've got Manoah down here with a 4.35 ERA and 23 walks and 39 innings, so he would be the odd man out. But just want to give you a quick prospect update before we jump into gameplay. And we would go on to sweep Tampa Bay in that series. Game 3, Made didn't play, but Edgar Mota, 2 singles, a double, a home run, drives in 5. His first 5 RBI game of his career. His first 4-hit game of his career. Dude's hitting .340. My goodness. And I didn't want to get too far into the month of May without showing you some gameplay. After we swept Tampa Bay those 3 games, we went to Minnesota, lost 2 out of 3. Got swept by San Diego and lost 3 out of 4 to the A's, so we're sitting at 17-31. But since Jesus Made had such a great start to the month, we're going to go ahead and get some player lock games with him, let you see him in action, maybe throw in some ABs with Mota if he does something good. And that'll get us through the month of May, get into early June, and there's a pretty good chance once we wrap up May, we will be calling up Tyler Bremner for his Major League debut. But let's get into some player locks with Jesus Made and let you see him in action. And we're going to go on the road here as the Angels take on the Blue Jays. Jose Barrios on the mound for Toronto, and leading things off is Jesus Made. Get into him right away in this game action. Guy's been phenomenal. He's been stealing bases right and left, getting on base in front of Edgar Mota, scoring some runs. So hopefully that'll continue in these player lock games for you. My voice sounds a little different. I got sick. Oh, and there we go. Jesus Made doesn't take very long as he hits one deep over the bullpen in right field. And the Angels are on the board 1-0 here in the top of the first. Made goes big fly. There we go, 4th of the season. As I was going to say, I got a cold right before Christmas. In the last week or so, I've had problems recording because my voice has just not been there. Comes and goes and really hoarse. And you're going to hear it on this home run call as he hits this towering shot. I think it actually hit the back of the bullpen. Didn't make it completely out of it. But here we go. A little right off the rip home run. And we're going to pick it up here in the top of the 3rd. Made up again with nobody on and 1 out. Josh Smith hit a home run for Toronto to tie the game as Made fouls this down the third base side. See, 283 on the season now, 22 stolen bases, so he's picked up 4 more since the last update. And he's doing great things at the top of the order. Eventually he'll settle in at number 3 in front of Moda once we get Rada and Santana up from the minors. That probably won't happen until next year, though. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swings over that, way out in front. Now he's down in the count, 1-2. Been playing great defense as well. And Slurve makes him chase deep inside around the knees, and he strikes out. And we pick it up here in the top of the 5th. Dominic Keegan had a leadoff hit. Fletcher with an out, so we have 1 on and 1 out for Made. Runner goes, swing and a miss, and he's out by a mile. Not sure why they're setting the catcher there as Kirk guns him down. Now we have nobody on and 2 out. Made down in the count, 0-1. Leadoff home run, our only run of the game, and he takes strike 2 at the knees. So he's only got 4 home runs on the year. 3rd on the Angels. We know Moda just been killing it. I'll get to him in a minute. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Barrios. And a tapper to 3rd. Scoop there, goes to a knee, throws, and he gets him just barely. We go down here in the 5th. Addison Barger with a great play. And we're going to watch this next at-bat for Edgar Moda. I want to give you a quick update on him. He's hitting .320 with 15 home runs and 38 RBI. He leads the American League in home runs and RBI, and I think he's 2nd or 3rd in batting average. So he's way up there, Rookie of the Year. He's in the top 3, I believe, for MVP, and he has an outside shot at Triple Crown, if you can believe that, but we're still early in the season, so let's go take a look at him as he gets this next at-bat. Edgar's 1 for 2. Got a single his first time up. It's the first pitch from Barrios, and that's low. There's his numbers on the year. 988 OPS. As bad as he struggled when he first came up last year, he has just been on fire this year. Gotta love it. Hopefully part of that is due to playing in a much more hitter-friendly ballpark in the major leagues at every park. Remember his minor league park, the center field wall was 420 feet away. There's a 1-1 pitch. There's a shot into right center field. Back to the track, to the wall, and that one's gone too. There we go. Edgar Moda, home run number 16 on the year. As we get big flies from both Made and Moda in the same game. We take a 2-1 lead here in the top of the 6th. My goodness. Check out this replay. It was right down the middle. Terrible location, right off the meat of the bat, and that was just a laser beam. 106 miles an hour, 412 feet into right center field. Now we're going to jump to the top of the 8th. We're down 4-2 as Bowden Francis has given up 4 solo homers in this game. Made fouls that off. Kirk, Dolis Garcia, and 2 by Josh Smith. So all 6 runs in this game have been hit on solo shots. See if Made can get his second one of the day. Need a base runner here with nobody on and 1 out. Foul back. Francis was just rolling along. Gave up a solo shot to tie it, and then he gave up 2 last inning before we had to take him out. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and it catches the corner for strike 3. That's the second out. And the Blue Jays are going to the pen. They're going to bring in Louis Varland. Sees 13 out of 15 in saves. Gavin Cross got a single. So we have the tying run at the plate in Edgar Moda, and Varland's going to try and shut him down. Moda can tie this game with 1 swing of the bat. 1 on, 2 out here in the top of the 8th. And it's going to be a ground ball to short, backhand throw to second, and they get the runner. And the Blue Jays snuff out the rally. And the Blue Jays would hang on and win the game 4-2. Fisher with the win, Francis with the loss. Varland with the save. But we did get to see home runs by Made and Moda on camera. Exactly what we wanted to see. And after the game, we got this injury report down in AAA. Tyler Bremner, shoulder strain. He's going to be out 1 to 2 weeks. We're going to keep him on the active roster and hoping it's on the shorter end of that. But that will delay his call up to the majors just a little bit, especially if it's a 2-week period that he misses. So we'll keep you updated on that. And there he is, Edgar Mota. Leads the American League as a 3-home run lead over Joe Adell. And we're going to play a lock with Mate again in the second game. Jake Bloss on the mound for the Blue Jays. He's had a rough year this year. All right, see if we can get lightning in a bottle and get 2 consecutive games with leadoff home runs. Going with an alternate helmet and hat today. See, they're about 3 games better than us in the standings. Even not same division, but just in overall. And there's a tapper to short. Mate up the line, scooping a throw, and he's gunned down by a step. That's the first out of the game. And we'll go ahead and show you Edgar Mota in this game as well, since he hit a long ball last one too. He swings through that high curveball. I said leads the American League with 16 home runs, leads with 39 ribs. OPS over 1,000 now. To check where he's at in a batting average race. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Bloss, and it's fouled back. Mota doing exactly what we drafted him to do. Come in here, be the middle of the order bat. Now he's worked it full, 3-2. Here's the pitch from Bloss. And ground ball to second base, scoop there. Easy throw to first. And they're out of the inning, 1-2-3. And next at bat for Mate here, top of the third. Nobody on, 2 out, still a scoreless game. Takes a strike on the outer edge. It's 22 steals. Quite a bit more than I was expecting this early in the season. He's on pace for over 60.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now Mate's worked the count to 1-2. Here's the pitch from Bloss. There's a shot into left center field. Dropping. Center fielder is going to have it, though, for the 3rd out. And we pick it up at top of the 4th. Edgar Mota up. We're down 1-0. Toronto had back-to-back doubles last half inning. And swing and a miss. There's throw down, and crosses in with a stolen base. He got on in front of Mota here. Going to reset now. 0-2 count. Tying run at second. Here's the pitch. And swings and misses on a nasty slider to 8 him up. And that's the 1st out. And Rosario would follow it up with an RBI double and tie the game. And now Mate's back up to lead off the top of the 6th. We gave up a couple runs last half inning. And rips this foul down the third base line. Manoah ran into trouble. Now we're trying to battle back in, tie this game back up. Mate trying to get on base in front of Cross and Mota. Pitch inside. Mate works, count 3-1 now. Trying to get on base, get a rally going. Here's the pitch. Ripped into left field, sinking, and the left fielder's going to have that for the 1st out. And after Gavin Cross, 1-out single, Edgar Mota back up here. Chance to tie this game with 1 swing of the bat as he takes strike 1. He's 0 for 2 with a K and a ground out. If we can come through in a clutch here. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Bloss. Ripped deep to right, and that one is not coming back. Adios, way up there in the second deck. Home run number 17 for Edgar Mota. My goodness. He might have 20 before the end of May. And this game is suddenly tied. Holy cow. Imagine this guy, once he gets protection in the lineup. Look at this replay. Right down the middle again. Right on the meat of the bat, and just a towering shot into the second deck. My goodness. And Jake Berger with a 1-out double gives the Blue Jays the lead again. All right, Mate leading off the 8th here, facing Kevin Kelly. You guys remember him from my Tampa Bay Rays franchise. Down 4-3 after that Berger RBI double last half inning. So Mate trying to get on base, 0 for 3. Only 1 for 7 in the series, and that was the leadoff home run we showed you in Game 1. Cross has been on base twice. Mota's already homered, so we need Mate to get on in front of those two. Tapper foul. And the 0-2 pitch from Kelly. And it's going to be a ground ball short, backhanded, quick throw. And he got him for the 1st out. Nice play at short. Gavin Cross with another single. He's been on base 3 times today. And that'll bring in Mota 1 more time. And Toronto's not messing around. They're going to the bullpen. They're going to bring in Braden Fisher. Got the win in yesterday's game. All right, let's see if Edgar can take him deep again and give us the lead this time. 1 on 1 out here in the 8th. Ripped foul to the left side. Edgar. 17 home runs, 41 RBI. We still have over a week to go in the month of May. I can't wait to get some of our other young players up here. Guys that actually can hit and get on base in front of him. Swings and misses for strike 2. Give him more RBI chances like he needs them. 0-2 count. Here's a pitch from Fisher. And strike 3 on the edge. Moda doesn't like it at all. That's the second out. What a pitch. And the Blue Jays would tack on 2 more in the bottom of the 8th and win this game 6-3 as Kevin Kelly gets the win. Tyson Miller the loss. Varland gets his second save in as many days as the Blue Jays win the first 2 games of the series. And Tyler Bremner got back early. Did not have to sit out 2 weeks. He's ready to go. And with these numbers right here, 5-3, 197 ERA, 0.99 whip. He cut down those walks by a mile. He's got 61 strikeouts, 43 hits, and 59 innings. He is ready to get his call up to the major leagues. Alek Manoah is really struggling at the major league level. So we're going to flip-flop these guys. And when I get all that done, you're going to see Tyler Bremner's major league debut at home against the Cincinnati Reds. And here we are. Home game against the Reds. It is Tyler Bremner's major league debut. Thought we were going to see this earlier in the season in April, but he didn't make the team out of spring training. But there he is, wearing number 37, walking out to the mound for the first time here in Anaheim. See what he did in his minor league season so far. Those 16 walks and 61 strikeouts. It was a crucial improvement on his part, and he earned this step up to the major leagues with his performance. Hopefully it'll carry over into the major leagues. First up, TJ Friedl playing center field for the Reds. Actually, they're a team leader in batting average. See, we are 9 games back of the wild card. Is not even a consideration right now. And the 2-1 pitch is a ground ball. Benalis got it, throws all the way across the diamond, and he guns him down for the first out. That'll bring in Spencer Steer playing first base. Reds have a loaded lineup, and he's going to foul this one back. You have a very good test for Bremner. We also have the 2 top home run hitters in baseball, Moda in the American League, De La Cruz in the National League. And Steer's going to pop this behind first base, down the right field line, and Fletcher with a running catch for the second out. Nice play by the veteran second baseman there. And there we go. Ellie De La Cruz, 296, 19 home runs, 43 RBI. Like I said, leading the National League in home runs. Got to keep him in the ballpark. He's ahead 1-2 in the count. Here's Bremner's pitch. Here's a fly ball in the right field. Rosario drifting back, and he's going to have that. So there we go. Tyler Bremner, 1-2-3 first inning in the major leagues. Hopefully the offense can get some runs for him in this first game in the majors. We're going to sim the hitting as we go down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the first. Here we are, top of the second. Carson Kelly leading off, playing catcher, batting fourth. And he's going to pop this one into the short right field. Behind second base, Fletcher is going to drift back, and he's going to have that for the first out. That'll bring in Noel V. Marte, playing DH today. Average is low, but his power numbers are up. Here's a ground ball. Scoop by Mate. Casual throw to first, and we got the second out. There we go. 5 straight outs. Good start, Bremner. That'll bring in Matt McLean. See, hitting 293. I believe that's third on the team in batting average. Former first-round pick. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Bremner. And it's going to be a pop fly into shallow right field. Clyde Rosario drifts in, and he's going to settle under and have that. So there we go. Bremner, 6 up, 6 down. Great start so far in his major league debut. We need some offense to get on the board quick. And in the bottom of the second inning, get a 2-out walk by Vukovic, and nothing happens there. So now back to the top of the third. Key Brian Hayes leading off for the Reds. Bremner's got a 2-2 count. Here's the windup and the pitch. And he's going to hit this down the left field line. And it's going to drop in front of Vukovic for a base hit as he scrambles to get the ball back in and hold Hayes to a single. So that's his first hit allowed at the major league level. And that'll bring in Reese Hines, the right fielder. 1 on, nobody out. Got a 1-1 count now. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be a ground ball scoop by Moda. Throws, and he throws it by Mate into left field. And the runner's going to go to third, and Hines is going to end up at second base. A 2-base error by Moda. Off-balance throw. He should have held on to it. And now we have a real jam. Second and third, and nobody out. And that'll bring up 9-hitter Taylor Trammell. See, he's really struggling this year. The head in the count 3-1 though. Need a strikeout, a pop out, and there's high for ball 4. So now we got the bases loaded and nobody out, and we're back to the top of the order. TJ Friedl, 310 on the season, dangerous hitter. Really need a strikeout, pop up, double play through home plate to keep a runner off the board. Here's the pitch, and swing and a miss, and he strikes him out on the changeup. There we go. His first major league strikeout, a huge clutch strikeout. Now they have the bases loaded and 1 out. See this replay. Changeup just falls off the table, and he's way out in front of it. Now we definitely need a pop-up strikeout or double play to get out of the jam. Spencer Steer up now. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a fly ball in the right field. Rosario drifts over, settles under it. Here's the catch. Here's the throw. Up the first base line, and he's safe, man. A good throw, and he would have been out. Rosario's got to make a better throw, but it's 1-0 Cincinnati here. And they're still, with men in first and third and 2 out, and dangerous Ellie De La Cruz coming up. The threat is still not extinguished. We got 1 on and 2 out. He's ahead in count 1-2. And it's going to be a little pop fly into shallow right field. Rosario racing in, and he's going to have it on the run. So the Reds get on the board, but Bremner holds them to just 1 run, unearned on the error by Mota as we go to the bottom of the third. And we got a 1-out single by Fletcher, a walk by Mate, walk by Cross. We have bases loaded, sac fly by Mota, ties the game. Rosario flies out to end the inning, and now we head to the top of the 4th, tie it at 1. Carson Kelly going to lead things off here for the Reds. Got a 2-2 count on him. Here's the pitch from Bremner. And he gets him to chase the slider and strike out. There we go. Need more of that. Soft contact, no contact. It's his second strikeout, and that'll bring in Marte. So he grounded out his first time. 1-1 count on him. Here's the pitch from Bremner. And it's going to be a fly ball in the right field. Rosario's going to drift back, and he's going to settle under it and have that for the second out. A lot of balls hit to right field today. Means these guys are late on the ball if they're right-handed. That'll bring in McLean. Nobody on and 2 out. First pitch to him. And it's going to be a ground ball snag by Benelis. Throw across the diamond, and 1-2-3 4th. As Bremner settles down, we go to the bottom half looking to take the lead. 1-1 after 4. Singleton, fly out, single by Vukovic, a double by Benelis. We're up 2-1 now. There we go. Get some run support. Strike out of Keegan. Double by Fletcher makes it 3-1. Mate strikes out. We get 2 runs. Now we have a 3-1 lead as we go to the top of the 5th. Key Brian Hayes got the first single of the game. First hit allowed by Bremner in his major league career. And he's going to swing and miss on the slider and strike out. It's the 3rd strikeout of the day for Bremner. That'll bring in Hines. Reached on the, they're going to call it a fielder's choice, but he reached on the error by Mota. Nobody on, 1 out, 1-2 count to him. Here's the pitch from Bremner. And it's going to be a ground ball, but Ellis is going to have that at third again. Throw, and he's got it for the second out. There we go. Now I'll bring in Taylor Trammell. Drew a walk. Stranded at third. Nobody on, 2 out, 1-2 count. Here's the pitch from Bremner. And he swings and misses on the fastball down around the shins and strikes out. It's his 4th K of the day. And Bremner on a roll now after that troublesome inning back in the 3rd. Go to the bottom half here in the 5th. 3 straight strikeouts, so we go down 1-2-3, and we head to the top half. TJ Friedl 0 for 2. Leading things off for Cincinnati. Got to keep him off base. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and it's going to be a ground ball. Base hit into right field. Said we had to keep him off base, and what does he do? He gives up a hit. So now they have 1 on and nobody out. That'll bring in Spencer Steer. Had this sac fly for the only run allowed so far. 2-2 count on him now. Bremner comes set. Here's the pitch. And swinging a miss on a changeup. Nasty pitch there, and he strikes out. The 5th strikeout. That'll bring in De La Cruz. He's 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts. He's struggling in the series, 2 for 10. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And a broken bat blooper to third base, and Benelis is going to have that. Just sawed him right off. What a pitch by Bremner. Now you have man on with 2 outs. Carson Kelly up. He's 0 for 2, so he's 0 for 9 in the series. See if you can make him 0 for 10. Bremner ahead in the count 0-2. Here's a pitch. And check swing, and he strikes out on the changeup. There we go. Strikeout number 6 is Tyler Bremner on a roll now as we head to the bottom of the inning. We're up 3-1. And more to the ground now. Vukovic hit by pitch, fielder's choice, and Keegan strikes out. So now we go to the top of the 7th inning. Marte is going to lead things off. See, he's 0 for 2. Bremner up to 87 pitches now. A 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. And swing and a miss, and he strikes out on the fastball for the first out. That's strikeout number 7 for Bremner. See this replay. He just blows the fastball by on the outside edge. Nice pitch there. And that's going to be it for Bremner. Manager's like, yeah, we're not going to overextend you. Let you leave on a high note. You pitched a great game. Had one rough inning. Defense didn't help. Great debut for Bremner. And out of the bullpen's going to come in Danny Young. See, he's having a great season. Great strikeout rate. Lefties struggling against him. I believe the bullpen can get this job done. Get strikeout for number 2. Fly out. And then go 1, 2, 3 in the 7th. Go to the bottom half. Taylor Clark coming in for the Reds. Fletcher ground out. Made triples. Cross. And try a sac fly. He gets hit by a pitch. Try a sac fly again. Moda walks down with bases loaded. 1 out. Rosario up. Fielder's choice. No run scored. And they strike out Ward to end the inning. So, man, bases loaded and 1 out and can't do anything. Hines with a single. Pinch hitter. Weimer comes in. And we're going to go to the bullpen and bring in Joe Jimenez. Can't say the right name. A double by Weimer makes it 3-2. Got to pop up for the first out. Steer hit by pitch. De La Cruz flies out. 2 outs. Carson Kelly with a 3-run blast, and now we're losing 5-3. Back to the bullpen, and we're going to bring in Ginkel. My goodness. Bullpen just ruined a great start by Bremner in his debut. Now we're down 2 runs. Now we got to worry about winning the game. Riley O'Brien comes in to pitch. Vukovic walks. Spinellis double play. Keegan flies out. So we go to the 9th. Still trailing by 2. 1 out single by Hayes. Get a fly out. Stolen base. And a ground out. So now bottom of the 9th. Trailing by 2. Chase Burns, their closer, comes in. Fletcher leading things off. He pops out. Made strikes out. Cross. Grounds out. And we lose 5-3. Wasting a great debut by Tyler Bremner. The Reds win 5-3. Taylor Clark the win. Jimenez the loss. Chase Burns with the save. But we do win 2 out of 3 in the series. Making improvements. Winning 2 out of 3 against a tough team like Cincinnati. Let's go check out this box score. See a 3-run homer by Kelly. 2 hits by Brian Hayes. We only had 1 walk. Lauder gives up 3 runs in 5 innings. Rhett Lauder was their starter. Bullpen only allowed 1 hit in the last 4 innings, though. Our side, 2 hits by Fletcher. Everybody else scattered hits. We had 5 walks, though. Made with the triple, couldn't get him in. Moda with the error. See Bremner, 6 1/3, 2 hits, a walk, 7 strikeouts, 1 run unearned. The young Jimenez give up 4 runs, and we lose the game. Now we have a critical situation here. We're at Baltimore. Angels, Orioles, scoreless game, top of the 8th, 2 on, 1 out. Jesus Made at the plate, facing Felix Bautista. Let's hop in here and see how he does. All right, Made, he's 0 for 3. Need a clutch hit here. 2 on, 1 out. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be low for ball 1. He's having a tough series, 2 for 12. He's up in the 295 range for a while, but he's dropped about 20 points off his average. Here's a 2-1 pitch now, and it's going to be a pop fly into center field. Going to be shy of the warning track, and I don't think it's going to be deep enough to move. Here's the throw coming in, and the runner's going to hold at second base, so it's going to take a hit to score a run here. 2 on, 2 out now. David Fletcher up. See, he's 2 for 3 with 2 singles today. 0-2 pitch to him, and he swings through the fastball and strikes out as Bautista pitches out of the jam. And the Orioles would get 3 runs in the bottom half of the inning and win the game 3-0. Bautista with the win, Quijada with the loss, and Will Vest gets his 20th save as the Orioles win the series 2-1. And you can see right here, Jordan Westberg hit a 3-run shot in the bottom of the 8th inning, and that was the difference in the game as Brandon Woodruff 7 shutout innings. And Tyler Bremner would get his first Major League win in his next start at Miami as we win the game 6-3. Take a look at the box score. Jesus Made and Connor Wong both with 3-run shots. You see Bremner, 7 innings, 2 runs, 1 earned, 5 hits, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. He's had a great start to his major league career. And I kind of goofed up when I sent Manoah to the minors, or tried to. I had to designate him for assignment because he's been in the league for 5 years. And then I forgot to check on him when he cleared waivers, and he is now a free agent, and I am not going to re-sign him because he wants multiple years at $6 million a year, and he's not going to get that from us. So thanks for your service, and now we have an extra roster spot available for somebody that we're going to draft in next episode's draft. And I'm going to give you a draft scouting update. We already have Alexis Fuentes scouted out. Going to be a definite B, possible A in the 70s. We got Brandon Nakamura, third best player on the board. Probably won't last to our pick in the second round, but pretty good there. Josh Castilla, we found this third baseman. Looks like he's going to be a good one. He's got a lot of power, really good defense. Contact's going to be an issue, but he's only 18 years old. Plus, he can play first and second base. So there we go. We've got somebody we could possibly take in round 2 or 3. Michael Shibuya is another possibility for the first overall pick, but I think Fuentes is definitely better than him. Found Danny Villanueva, 6th rated guy. Really good hits per 9, everything else work in progress. I will throw some more scouting on him later. We got Alejandro Diaz, starting pitcher. Looks like he's probably going to be a reliever than a starter. Really good starting point, but we would not take him early. Maybe you could take him second or third round. We'll see how long he lasts. Got Lou Carrera, another one that could possibly be a reliever, not a starter. Irvin Wheeler. We got better options. Go by position. Haven't looked at any catchers right now. First base, we already looked at Shibuya. We also looked at Hoyt Meeks for our second round pick. Another guy with some pop and good defense. Got Castilla here at third. Left field, we looked at Alexis Rubio. Definitely looking for somebody in that second round, and he looks pretty good there. Really good contact and speed and stealing. Not much on the power, not much on the defense. And we have 2 more guys we're going to look at. This Derek Siddiqui, starting pitcher, looks absolutely phenomenal. Look at how high that strikeouts and walks are. That walks per 9 will offset his hits per 9. He looks fabulous. If he's there with our pick at number 3, I will definitely take him over the hitter. We need more pitchers in the organization, but I'm not going to pass up a stud hitter either. And I'm going to take a look at this Todd Page. Another guy, good vision, discipline, contact. His fielding's better than the other guy. Great speed and stealing, so expect him to come down a little bit. I don't think he's going to be the highest in there, but I'm still looking for someone to take in the second round. And we're going to look at catchers on the international region for now. I haven't been able to find too much on infield outside of that third baseman. Outfielder, same way. Haven't been able to find a whole lot, so we'll just take a shot in the dark at catcher and see what happens. But I'll give you our final list before we get into the draft, which will kick off the next episode. And we have a critical situation here. We have bases loaded, 1 out, bottom of the 7th, scoreless game against the Tigers. Kalai Rosario at the plate. Let's hop in and see what he does. All right, Kalai, I need you to come through here. Freddie Lorenz is pitching a gem. He's only allowed 5 hits in 7 innings. No runs, obviously. Need to get him some runs. He's been pitching great, just hasn't had enough offensive support. See, Rosario 1 for 2 with a single today. And the 0-1 pitch from Herter. Low. Now we have bases loaded, 1 out, full count. Here's the pitch to Rosario. Outside for ball 4, and there we go. Walks in a run, and the Angels take the lead late. Now bring in Connor Wong, hitting a woeful 115 this year. Really been a disappointment. Got bases loaded, 1 out. If you can get a sac fly, get another run. Here's a fly ball in the left center field. Left fielder's got it. Here's the catch. Here's the tag. Here's the throw. And he is safe. There we go. As Moda slides in, and we now have a 2-0 lead late. I'll bring in Nick Lofton, 0 for 2 on the day with 2 groundouts. 1 for 9 in the series. Count is even now at 2-2. Herter trying to get out of this jam, only allowing 2. Here's the pitch to Lofton. And he pops it behind the plate. The catcher's going to have that for the 3rd out. But the Angels rally, score 2 in the inning, give Freddie Lorenz a 2-0 lead as we head to the 8th inning. And those 2 runs would be enough as we win the game 2-0. Freddie Lorenz goes to 4-4 in the season, and we win the series, winning 2 out of 3 as we eke out 2 runs and win this pitcher's duel. And we have made it through the month of June, and we are sitting here currently at 36-53, 18 games out of first, 4 games behind the Rangers. And we are full game ahead of the Blue Jays, only a half game behind the White Sox, 2 games behind the Tigers. So we are moving up the standings. On the National League side, looks like we got 2 teams here, the Marlins and Nationals, that are worse than us. So we're sitting with the 5th worst record, but we could actually move out of the top 10 with a good second half. And one of those reasons that we are improving right now is, let's take a look at this. Edgar Mota leads the American League with 24 home runs, 1 more than Yordan Alvarez and Riley Green. Junior Caminero leads the National League. And RBIs, he's number 1 with 1 more than Jacob Wilson. Mota just having an incredible season. 13 doubles, 1 triple, 24 home runs. He's got 42 runs scored. Got to improve that walk to strikeout ratio, but 292, 568 slug, and a 913 OPS. Doing a phenomenal job in his rookie season. And let's take a look at the rest of the stats on the team while we're talking about it. Jesus Mate leads the team with 95 hits right now, 10 home runs, 31 ribs, 25 steals, hitting 275. And so our 2 young guys are just killing it. David Fletcher, a little bit of a down stretch right now, hitting 243. Gavin Cross, 253. Alex Benelis, 10 home runs, hitting 238. Rosario only hitting 226. So we've got a lot of work to do on this lineup still. We got a bunch of guys just stinking it up here at the bottom. Pitching side, Freddie Lorenz leads in innings pitched. He's 4-4 with a 2.48 ERA, 1.13 WHIP. Odin Francis having a little bit of an off year here, up to 4.18 ERA. Gonsolin at 3.79. Medina at 4.13. Those 40 walks are ridiculous. And Tyler Bremner just came up in this episode. You saw his debut. He's 2-2 with a 2.41 ERA, 10 walks, 37 innings with 32 strikeouts. On the bullpen side, Tyson Miller doing well, Jimenez doing well, and Foley not bad, 22 saves. And down in AAA, Leandro Santana, he will be up possibly later this year, probably spring training and opening day next year. Leads the team with 96 hits, 6 doubles, 41 ribs, 26 stolen bases, and he's improving across the board as well. And he has 44 walks to 48 strikeouts. And we just need him to keep going here down in AAA and get better so we can get him up and in the lineup for next season. Jose Rodriguez, 266. Nelson Rada, 256. He was up right around 280. He's on a slump right now, but hopefully he can bounce back. Gavin Biggio hitting 297 with 11 home runs. Gotta love that. On the pitching side, George Claassen, 3.76 ERA. Daros and Duke over 4, Gaston over 4, Gaston over 4, and Sean Espinoza just came up when Bremner got called up. He's at 0-5, and he might have to go back down to AA. Bullpen side, Phil Perez, 1.36 ERA, 0.97 WHIP. Guy's phenomenal. A pretty good chance he'll be in the majors, if not next year, the year after that. He is 24 years old, but we might need him in the bullpen. And closer, Darryl Boovey, 2.17 ERA, 45 strikeouts, 45 innings with 30 saves. Down in AA, Anthony Skull leads the team with 73 hits, hitting 274. Nelson Ling, that A potential shortstop, we moved to second base. He was hitting 290, so he's in a slump right now. And it doesn't look like anybody else. Laverde's hitting 271. Ricky Garner, our first round pick, only hitting 216, but he does have 10 home runs, 9 stolen bases, so he's just not getting singles. 50 strikeouts, but he has 28 walks. So, yeah, he'll spend the entire season down here in AA. Pitching side, Jimmy McGinnis, a potential guy that we took. He's got low hits and strikeouts, but a high walk rating, which is good. So, 3.14 ERA. Frank Terry's been up and down. Mateo's pitching well. He's our number 1 prospect at the moment, but he's a little bit of ways away. Marcel Espinoza also pitching well, but I don't like that strikeouts to walk ratio. Reliever side, Dan Murray pitching great. He's a D potential though. Pete Matthews pitching great. He's a D potential. And closer, Julian Aguilar. Remember, he was a starting pitcher. We moved him down to AA, made him a closer, and he's pitching outstanding. 0.83 ERA, 0.73 WHIP. And he will be probably up in AAA next season. And I wanted to show you this as well. Edgar Mota right now leads the American League in the MVP voting race. Guy is simply amazing, and I just don't have anything else I can add that this guy is just tearing it up. And he's going to win Rookie of the Year. He probably could win it even if he never played another inning the rest of the season. He's just crushing it. Nobody is even remotely close to him. But this MVP award, if I can get back around to it, went the wrong way. There it is. Got to worry about Jacob Wilson and that batting average, but as long as Mota's hitting home runs, driving in runs, he should be able to hold them off. But that is just phenomenal as a rookie. We have a bunch of guys doing well at all levels, and won't be long before they're all in the major leagues. But we're going to call this an episode right here, and overjoyed with how they're playing. I can't believe Mota has a shot to win MVP in his rookie season. We'll just see how the rest of the season goes. That's going to do it for this episode. If you like the content, please like, subscribe, comment, share it out, hit that notification bell so you know when the next episode goes live. And we will kick off the next episode with the draft as we have the third pick overall. We already know two guys that we have way high on our board, and just have to come back and see who we get. But that's going to do it. You guys have a great one, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.